I just opened this up here. This is, a description from a diary of a Bocher, Tishrei 1966, Tafshin Chavav, 1966. He writes in Hebrew, translate. It says Rashon at night, which says already, Mitchilas Knisas Achag, when the Yom Tov entered, descended, and the Rebbe came into the shul to daven Ma'ariv. Everybody felt Rosh Hashanah. The Rebbe sat and began to say Tillim for a considerable time. When he finished, he stood up and indicated they should sing Avinu Malkeinu, which the Rebbe would conduct with his left hand. And this, he said, I'm just quoting this Bacher here, and this was the signal that the Avodah Sayom begins in all of its earnestness. Avinu Malkeinu. Ma'ariv Tfilas Arav, the Amidah was longer than usual. And after davening, walking out of shul, the Rebbe turned to Anash and the Timimim, who were standing on each side as he walked out, in each benching each one. In the morning, before Shachris, the Rebbe entered with the shofars of the Rebbeim, wrapped in his hand, and in his arm, he held a machzor and other svarim. And then the members of the maskiros followed, each one carrying a package of panim. By the Haftarah, there were terrible b'chiyas, crying. After the maftir, so the members of the maskiros, Rabbi Groner, Rabbi Klein, put the packages by the Rebbe, and the Rebbe began to arrange them on the bimah. He's standing on the bimah, just following Haftarah, his tkiyah shofar. Those who were close and could see, I actually myself saw, because elevated back to this Bacher, understood that this was a whole avodah of the arrangement of the panim. The Rebbe toiled, and there was some obvious kavanah, and where everything was placed, each thing on its place. He then took his talus and bent over and placed them over the panim. And so bent over, he stood for a while. They were saying nigden. He says that during this achandas, you could hear the Rebbe's crying in the whole shul. And then he lifted up the talus, just above his eyes, and began to say with a trembling voice, powerful but trembling voice, Mizmer, the Mizmer, Lam Natzech Livnei Kerech Mizmer. And he says he covered again and said it 7 times with the face covered. Then it was the shofars, the whole arrangement of the shofars, as was by the Rebbeim. He describes here that it was a chadras kodesh pnimius, a holy inner trembling by everyone. And the Chassidim felt that they could see, literally, as it were, that the Rebbe toils to be mamshech and bring down brachas for Klal Yisrael. Just before Tkiyas, this is the most unusual, but I'm telling you the story, and the Rebbe said that the Russian Yidden, the Jews that came out of Russia, it's 1966, he wants them with him. Rabbi Minkus tells the story. He was there. He wants them with him to come up on the bimah by Tkiyas. Rebbe's waiting. The Bacher writes that it appears that they didn't feel comfortable to stand in the Rebbe's in the bimah. So the Rebbe said, if they won't come to me, I'll go to them. So everybody, they made way and they pushed them up. That they all saw this is a heavenly moment, that the Rebbe is working and toiling for Russian Jewry. To be continued. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I'm Studas Toivus.
Yeshua Koyach.
Good morning, Sid. Chaim, a wonderful day.